Hey there, future bestselling authors. Welcome back to Nakazzi Co, where we delve into the art of storytelling and uncover the secrets behind creating compelling narratives where stories are brought to print. Today, we're going to explore one of the most crucial elements of any story, character development. Whether you're a writer, a filmmaker, or just a storytelling enthusiast, like so many of us are, this episode is packed with insights that will help you create unforgettable characters. So stick around as we dive into the different types of character arcs, sharing tips on creating complex characters, and so much more. Speaking of hows, first of all, we have to understand what is character development. Well, at its core, character development is the process of creating a fully realized, multi-dimensional character with depth, personality, and a clear sense of growth or change throughout the story. It's what makes characters feel real and relatable, transforming them from mere names on a page into people we care about. Well-developed characters are the heart and the soul of any story, driving the plot and connecting with the audience on an emotional level. Now, those are many words that have been put together to describe what exactly character development is. But to break it down, guys, character development is the art of following the main character or side character, whatever character it is that is going through the motions of this story that we as the audience are viewing, and we seeing them experience some semblance or an imitation of life as we know it. Now, when I say that, what exactly do I mean? Well, it just basically means we see these characters go through what we as normal people, as human beings, go through. It's humanizing them. It's putting a fragment of human experience into a story. So, we're going to move to the types of character arcs they are. Now, I know this is going to sound pretty crazy, but there are actually lots of different types of character arcs. There's three. Now, I didn't know that until I started writing, and I didn't know that until, I did my research, and, when I got into storytelling and really got engaged with it, I never really knew that there were three. So, yeah, we're going to go into those three. So what are there? Well, there's the growth arc, there's the classic fall arc, and then there's the flat arc. So we're going to break it down. I want you all to think of a character. Well, have you got them? And then on three, we're going to say that character's name out loud. 1, 2, 3. Sarah Connor. Now, did you choose Sarah Connor? Were we on the same wavelength? Well, if you didn't choose Sarah Connor, it doesn't matter who you chose. The person that you chose stuck with you for a reason. And we're going to see where they fit into this, 3 arc thing. So the most common arc is the growth arc, where a character evolves positively over the course of a story. So think of Harry Potter, who grows from a naive young boy into a brave and wise hero. Then we have the fall arc, which is pretty self-explanatory, but it's where a character experiences a decline, often due to their flaws or external pressures. A classic example is Michael Corleone from The Godfather, and that character we thought of, Sarah Connor. Well, I don't know if you thought of Sarah Connor, but I thought of Sarah Connor. So whoever you thought of, where do they fit in these two? So Sarah Connor, we see her that, she is basically assigned to a mental institution and is deemed unfit to take care of her son due to her flaws, due to her basically knowing this thing that is going to happen in the future, and her essentially, offing people to protect her son. So we see that she struggles with her mental health, she struggles with not being with her son, and she struggles with this big secret and not really having a family or any kind of support system to have to pick up her child and to basically be on the run and protect her child from this imminent danger. And we see how she basically grows through that. She experiences a fall. She's down on her luck, but as we see her throughout the story, she transforms into a powerful individual who is not only a leader, but a mother and somebody really inspirational. So that's why I chose Sarah Connor. So who did you choose? Then we've got, lastly, the flat arc, which basically is where the character remains largely unchanged, but their steadfastness influences the world around them. So we're going to take James Bond for this example. His core traits remain constant, but he impacts the world and people he interacts with. And we can also add in a very handsome reporter with glasses that when he takes them off, people don't recognize that he was Clark Kent, but he's now Superman. But yeah, Superman usually has, the same core traits, but the world around him, the way he interacts with it impacts, the narrative and everything. And also Batman, Bruce Wayne, resident billionaire at Gotham. So yeah, that is what character arcs are and how they can be transferable onto different characters. So now that we understand this, how exactly do you create a complex character? How do you go about it? Well, how do you do it? How do you do it? That's the question. That's the question that has been asked from eons to long after we've stopped writing. So start by developing a rich backstory. The character has a history, and without that history, that character doesn't really have a foundation. Even if not all the details make it into the story, knowing your character's history helps inform their actions and motivations, balances their strengths and flaws to make them more relatable and human. For instance, a character might be incredibly brave, but struggle with trust issues because, they've been hurt in the past. So we need to know that, and why were they hurt in the past and how did that impact them. Now, understanding your character's goals and motivation is also key. For instance, take Vertigo on Bound by Blood, which if you haven't checked it out, check it out. We've got Zaya. She's the director of the 5th faction, the Vertigo organization. She is a very closed-off woman, but she does what she does because she believes in the manifesto and because she really cares about the people and her subordinates under her. She cares about these operatives, but she wants also to be, politically astute. So those are her motivations. She wants power. She wants to protect those that, are under her protection, and she believes in what she's been set out to, achieve, which is execute the 5th faction's manifesto and serve the Empire, the Gregorian champion. What do they want? So, for instance, in Acetone, we see that Cordelia Wallace Winthrop wants to become First Lady of the United States of America. So everything that she does is motivated by that. The way she interacts with her husband, the way that she interacts with her work, the way that she interacts with those around her. It's a driving factor to most of the decisions that she makes. And it's also a flaw and a strength because she's very driven and motivated. I mean, she says it right there in her chapter. She says that, everything she's ever wanted, she's achieved. Whether it's been prom queen, going to, college, dating her college professor, whatever she's set out her mind to, she's always done it, becoming a mother. And now she is here wanting to get into the White House. So why do they want it? She wants it because she doesn't want to be powerless. She wants to live the dream that she always had when she was young, which is be a princess. She wants to, be a style icon. She really mirrors herself on Jackie Onassis. She wants to be powerful and she wants to be in a position that is unshakable. So what are they willing to do to achieve it? Well, in Cordelia's case, she's willing to draw blood to achieve it and to protect everything that she has attained. What are some typical practical tips and exercises that you can do? Well, try writing a day in the life of your character. But if you're like me, then you're going to really find it hard to just sit down and write, because you know what, you've got loads of things to write and also sometimes it just might not work for you. But in case that this works for you, focus on their thoughts and feelings, analyze, so a well-developed character. In this case, pick your favorite character that you've ever, come across, or characters that stand out to you in things that you read, watch, or interact with, and analyze them, whether it's from your favorite book or movie. Identify what makes them compelling, and then mirror that. Don't copy it, mirror it. You can also interview your character. Now, this might sound really, really stupid, but it's really, really helpful, and it's something that I do a lot, because you know what? I write a lot. I don't need to write more. If you're always just like typing or like writing, I don't know. Can you get carpal tunnel from just holding a pen or just typing on your keyboard? Because I feel like that is something that would very much befall me. So I talk to myself. I know we all talk to ourselves and mumble to ourselves. If you don't do that, then I don't know. Some of us also think, like when I think out loud in my head, like as if I'm saying it. So like just talk to your character. So for instance, hi, Siobhan Lord. How are you today? Siobhan, I'm fine. How are you today? Ryder, well, I'm fine. I'm interviewing you. I want to ask you about your past. Well, I had a really, 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 really terrible childhood. Not a great family home. What are your fears then, Siobhan? Well, my fears are being alone and being powerless. What are your dreams? My dreams are being powerful, being a successful businesswoman, and not being, poor or less than. And so, you just ask the character those sort of questions, This exercise can reveal surprising details about their personality and their motivations, which is everything we're working to. Look at that, we're at the conclusion. Now make sure you like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section on what you want to hear next. But also put in the comment section a character that you admire and love, and make sure you go to www.nakazzico.com/pro writer, and there's like a lot of talented writers that have come through on that side that basically find those services very, very helpful. So there's like copy editing, there's line editing, there's cover design, there's a lot. There's even like consultations with agents and editorial service consultants, so it's like very helpful. Whatever you want to do, there's even Queen of Better Writing and publishing and submission support. So check it out. It's a writer's hub. Hub. So yeah, basically to recap, character development is essential for creating engaging and memorable stories. By understanding the different types of character arcs, developing complex backstories, and analyzing practical exercises. So, analyzing them, utilizing them, you can breathe life into your characters if you enjoy, just writing and understanding them. But please follow us on, all the platforms, and we'll catch you in the next one.